I truly feel like I haven't done one of these videos in so long. Like, I did them more so in pandemic days, but I really haven't done it in a long time. But I want to start like streaming and stuff, so here's me trying to get back into talking to myself for other people. I'm putting lotion on this new little guy. Well, I got him a couple weeks ago, but I don't want him to get dried out. I got this little ghosty a few months ago. Okay, this isn't a tattoo tour, but I do want to just like do my makeup and yap at you guys for no reason. Just to kind of get comfy with it again. And no, I really don't know how to do my makeup anymore. So like, if you're looking for makeup tutorials, this ain't it. But I do want to talk about the fact that I got accepted into mortuary school this morning, and I'm really happy about that. And I always get like mixed responses when I tell people that's what I want to do, because some people are like, oh yeah, that's cool, whatever, and like people close to me know that that's something that I've been wanting to do for years and years, but just hearing it can be off-putting to some people because they don't really understand the draw, or they're like, oh, you like spooky, so that's the only reason you want to do it. But like, that honestly has nothing to do with why I want to do it. I think it was around the time my grandma died years ago that I was like, you know what, I feel like this is something that I could do because I like interacting with people. I'm just like a natural caretaker, and I think it would be super rewarding to just be there in their time, like greatest time of need. And I didn't really know all the details at that point, but that's when I started just researching. I think I really got into researching in about 2018. That's when I was taking it seriously. And at that point, I had started school for just communications because I had no idea what I wanted to do. Nothing really intrigued me enough to be like, yeah, that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. And so I just picked communication because I thought it would be the most versatile, and it is. It's going to be helpful with this too, but it was just nothing I was excited about. I wasn't like, oh yeah, I get to go to my like communications courses today. Know what I mean? It was just meh. But I talked to one of my mentors for, like, he's a funeral director in the town that I'm in. And I talk to him all the time about how being a mortician, it's not like other professions where it's like, oh yeah, I think I might be interested in this. We'll see how it goes. It's like a calling. Like, truly, I believe that. Like, I feel like this is what I'm meant to do. And I want to help these families when they need it. And I want to show them that their loved ones deserve all the love and care that I can possibly give them. Like, I think it's so important. Like, right now, even, like, I'll go to cemeteries and just straighten up flowers and stuff like that, just because the dead's as important as the living. Like, they were people once, they were loved. And so I think it's important to continue that care even after they're gone. Because I feel like a lot of people just like, I don't know, not everybody has family that can keep going to visit them or talk about them. So if they don't have that many like memories here that people have, like at least like we can take care of them at death and after. I mean, that's not always the case. A lot of times people have a ton of loved ones, but still, it's like everybody deserves that same amount of care, and that's what I want to do. And like eventually I want to own my own funeral home, and I want the system to change, basically. I know I just got in, so like it's crazy to be saying all this, but I've been thinking about it for years, mind you, that this ish is too expensive. Like, the last thing that people should have to worry about when a loved one dies is spending that amount of money. So it's nothing that I'll be able to do right off the bat by any means, but eventually I really want to make it so much more affordable, because like now going through it firsthand, like my dad passed away in October, and the whole process is just not only mentally draining, but physically, financially, spiritually, everything. And to add like debt onto that is insane. And I don't think that should be the way it is. And I haven't really researched to see how it is in other countries, but at least in the US, it's just way overpriced. And I hate the idea of like upselling people on like more expensive caskets and stuff like that. I think that's just taking advantage of people. Like, I know we have to make money, but there has to be some other way to do it, you know? But that's just my take on it. That's nothing I can do soon, but that's the goal. And I know like green funerals and things like that, green burials, are more popular than they used to be, and those are cheaper and better for the environment. But I don't know, if someone wants to bury their loved one and not worry about money, they shouldn't have to worry about money. It like hurts me that people have to do that. But yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I'm in the early stages again. I have a really good mentor here that I met when I worked briefly at a funeral home in town, and he's gonna like help me with labs and everything, so that'll be nice. I don't have to like commute to the campus because I'm doing like the online program, so I'll do like all the book work online and then labs with this funeral director in town. And like I trust him with everything. Like he's so good at what he does. He was the only one I wanted to take care of my dad when he passed. And like he really just cares. And like he's in the same boat as me. Like he's the one that first brought it up to me and was like, yeah, this is a calling. It's not just like a job you choose. And there's a lot of people in the industry that just kind of become morticians because their family did it. And that's noble as well. Like that's still such a great act of service. But I feel like it's a little different because people who aren't born into a family like that, like they truly are looking at everything and still are like, you know what? No, this is what I meant to do. And people are always like, oh, you like spooky stuff. You like horror movies. You like all this. Like, that's why you're going to do it. And like I said in the beginning, it really has nothing to do with it. Like, yeah, I like all that stuff, but that's completely separate from how I feel about this profession. Like, I don't look forward to any of the, like, embalming and, like, all the hard stuff. Like, that's terrifying to me. And, well, I'm ready to learn it, and I want to because I want to help these families, but it's not something where I'm like, oh, I get to do this. Like, I'm a little worried about embalming for the first few times, but that's part of the job, and that's part of taking care of these people. And I want the best, like, last look for the families they could possibly get, and that's why I want to learn from the best, which is this guy in town. I truly believe that he's the best in the area at what he does. Like, when he worked on my dad just looked like he was sleeping, and it was really, really cool. So that's definitely something I want to give to other people. But yeah, I'd be interested to see, like, if any of you have any thoughts on this. And yeah, I'm about to use my finger for this eyeshadow palette I got. Oh yeah, you can see I was looking at degree stuff. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm interested to see like what you guys think, like if you are in the industry or have thought about being in the industry, because like when I've talked to people, they either love it or they hate it. And I've known people that have done it for 30 plus years and are still doing it, and I know people that tried it for like a year and a half and were like, no, can't do this, not for me. So like I love hearing opinions about it, because obviously everybody has their own take, but it's just interesting to me. Because like, and it is hard. I was talking to my mentor this morning, because the schedule's like nothing else. Like when you're on call, like you could have to go pick up a body at 3 a.m. and take it back to the funeral home. Like this isn't your normal 9 to 5 desk job, which is not what I wanted anyway. So that's also something that made me gravitate towards this. But it's so difficult, like, especially like if you have a family, you have to find someone to watch kids, or you're not always home for dinner, and there's sacrifices for sure. But I don't know, I think in the end it will be rewarding, and I'm just like excited to start the whole process. That's all kind of wanted to yap about. I don't know if you guys want to see the end of this makeup look, because I don't know. It looks better from up here. Sort of. I also am getting over bronchitis, so I like haven't been out in the world or doing makeup or anything for like a week. And I had COVID before that. So yeah, I don't remember how to be a person really. What goes with pink? Okay. Should I just do pink? I feel like I need like a darker one in the corner. What do we think about that? I feel like I'm still following like makeup trends from like when I was in high school, and I don't really care, because I feel like they're still fun. I feel like that's how makeup should be. Like, yeah, trends are cool and all, like current ones, but you gotta just have fun with it, because life can be so crappy. You just gotta like find the little sparks of joy that you can, you know? And like that's something I've learned, especially since my dad died. Like that's been the hardest thing I've had to go through by far. And to be honest, for like 3 months straight, I was just sleeping. Like free time, I spent sleeping. I would call off work and sleep. Like that's just how my body was dealing with it. I was like, I don't want to process this. I don't want to be awake for it. I don't want to do it. But I don't know. I'm lucky to have people in my life that pull me out of it. Like, not to say that I'm beyond grieving or anything, because that's going to happen forever. But at least I'm not. I mean, this just happened like a week ago where I stopped sleeping every 2 seconds. But that's progress. And I've had people like my best friend and my boyfriend that are like, I get it, but you can't do this. He wouldn't want you to do this. You can't just not live your life, you know? And it's hard, because I find that like so many things are triggering throughout the day. But finding those little joys is so important. Like tiny things, like a little find at the thrift store, or I don't know, the sun being out for once. The weather in the Midwest certainly hasn't helped with anything. But it's finally sunny today, but I have to work, which I'm trying to be grateful for, because I had to take time off for being sick. So I could use the monies. But it's so hard because where I work, it's in a hotel, like bar and restaurant, and there's like no windows, so I feel like I'm away from the world. So on nice days like this, it's not fun. But being at a hotel is cool, because I get to meet so many people from like around the country, and I mean we have regulars too, but it's cool. But my shift's 3 to 10, and that seems lengthy. My phone cut me off because I have low storage, because I take a million pictures. But I need to start doing it on my computer, but I need my boyfriend to show me how to do all this, because like the streaming games and everything, that confuses me so much. I'm like, I got a webcam. Now you do the rest. Anyway, I had to go grab this book that I ordered the other day. No pictures. Just kidding. It's Anatomy and Embalming. It's gonna show it backwards, but I don't know. I like feeling like I'm being productive and learning in my free time, like even when like I'm not in school. But I don't know. I don't even know what this entails. Okay, so table of contents, history of embalming from Egyptians down to the Civil War, embalming, just anatomy, a lot of anatomy, which I need to be better about learning. Changes in blood, discoloration. Okay, so this is like, yeah, just like a really informational like book about it. Treatment of accident cases. Okay. So it's basically like almost a step-by-step guide in certain aspects, which is going to be confusing to me right now because I don't know anything about it. But like I said, maybe it'll give me like a little bit of a leg up if I've like at least heard these terms before, you know? Bro, I like tattooed eyebrows for years. I was like good at it, but if you ask me to do my own, like even makeup, I'm trash and I don't know why it translates like that. Yeah, this whole lack of storage thing is stressing me out. So I have to keep restarting. Whatever. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, I need better makeup products, so I was just using like an eyeliner brush. But yeah, I think that's about all I'm gonna yap to y'all about today. Let's see if I can get this in better light. Sort of. Can't do much for these bags under my eyes, but maybe someday I'll sleep well again. And we'll do something with the hair. I just don't know what. Anyway, thank you for listening to me yap.